welcome to the Building Excellence podcast, where it's all about inspiring growth and sharing positivity. Well, my name is Dwayne Walker, and this is my lovely wife, this beautiful woman next to me. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Devin Walker.
And how long have we been married, Miss Devin Walker?
In a few months, it'll be 18 years.
Come on, 18 years. Man, we love it. It's been a long journey, and we hope for decades more on top of that. Well, guys, this is our first podcast. This is our inaugural podcast. So we celebrate it. We're excited about it. And we hope this podcast inspires growth and shares positivity in really one of 6 areas. It's all about building excellence for us. And so we're hoping that this inspires you to build excellence in you, build excellence in your marriage or parenting, or perhaps in your business or your leadership or relationships. So every podcast is going to focus on building excellence in one of those areas, and we truly hope that it inspires growth. And so today we're going to focus on building excellence in your parenting. And so before we begin, I may ask you one question, my lovey. And okay, you're going to hear me call her my lovey a lot, because that's my pet name for her. So what's your pet name for me?
Babez.
Babez. And so if you hear her call me Babez, then you know we're talking about each other. All right, my lovey. Would you characterize us as parenting experts?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
We had
not.
started having children. There was no manual that came with this thing, so we are not that by no means.
In fact, what we like to consider ourselves as people who practice parenting. You know, very similar to doctors or attorneys. You know, doctors practice medicine, attorneys practice law. And for us, we're practicing parenting. We don't ever believe you can arrive. You always can get better. And so we hope that this podcast helps you practice.
Yeah.
Okay. And so today we want to talk about a question that we think will be helpful. Here's the question. What is one of the most important things that you can do as parents for your children? Let me ask that question one more time. What is one of the most important things that you can do as parents for your children? So outside of just being present, we do, again, think the first thing you got to do is be there. Okay. But here's one of the answers that we believe are at the top of the list. It's really important to create values for your children. It really is. Here's another quote that I want to give you. If you don't set the standard for your children, the world will set one for you. Sure. If you don't set the standard for your children, the world will set one for you. So you can think of values as behaviors or outcomes that you want from your children, regardless of what obstacles or challenges that they may face. Okay? So what are values? Values are behaviors or outcomes that you want from your children, regardless of what challenge that they may face. So before we dive into values and this conversation on values, I think it would be important to give you a little bit of backstory or background on our family. So my lovey, will you give them a little bit of backstory? So what are our kids' names and ages?
So we have Dion. She is almost 14. Desiree is almost 12, and DJ is almost 10.
Okay. So as parents, what's been maybe the number one topic that we've had to really concern ourselves with when it comes to just trying to navigate our children's behaviors? What's been one of the most challenging things we've had to navigate with?
I would go with our oldest because, you know, as parents, your oldest is the first one you learn and grow with. And so I would say for her, that preteen, you know, moment that they go through, and we're actually going through that with our second child now, you know, starting at 11, 12, the hormones and the emotions. My goodness.
Shout out to all the parents that told us this day was coming.
Yes.
We've had every parent that we've talked to that had teenagers or at some point in time in their parenting said, be prepared for them to lose their mind.
They lose their minds. And they really will.
They will.
Lose their minds. They don't know how to deal with the emotions. Why am I feeling so down? I'm beating myself up. I'm so happy right now, but oh Lord, I'm back down. Just child, all over the place.
So one of the things that they told us that we're so happy that we knew was don't freak out. Expect them to lose their mind and just know they're going to come back.
They're gonna come back.
Just as long as you set the standards. Okay, so if you set the standard, you set the values of your house, they'll come back to them. They'll lose their mind for a minute, but they're gonna come back. So it's kind of like a tether. I'm not sure if you ever played tetherball, where you hit the ball as hard as you can, but no matter what, it still comes back because it's tied to a pole. Okay, that's what values are designed to be. It's supposed to be the firm foundation for your children. That no matter what goes on, that this is going to stabilize them. So let me tell you a little bit about our values. Okay, so these are our values that we've created for our family, but I want you to know that you can have them, you can use them as well. If you don't use these values, we encourage you to set your own. Okay, because remember, if you don't set the standard, the world will set one for you. Okay, and so our values is Galacha. Okay, Glacha. Let me tell you what Galacha stands for. Galacha means this, and so our family last name is Walkers, and so we personalize it with Walkers, and so you can personalize it with your family. So if your family last name is Berry, you can say the Berry values, or if your last name is Palmer, the Palmer values. And so our last name is Walker, so you're going to hear Walker in all of them. So the first is this. So the first letter is G. So G stands for God. So we say Walkers believe in God. Then the next letter is L. Walkers are leaders. Okay. And then the next letter, so GLA, so GLA. Next letter is A for attitude. Walkers believe attitude is a choice. Okay. And then, so that's GLA. Then the next is a C for CH. Okay. We believe that it's important for you to make the wise choice. And then the next letter is H. Walkers choose honesty. And the last A is for authority. Walkers honor authority. So that's what Galacha stands for. Walkers believe in God. Walkers are leaders. Attitude is a choice. We believe that it's important for you to make the wise choice, to choose honesty, and to honor authority. So no matter what circumstances you're going through, no matter what challenges you're going through, that is the standard that we've set for our children. And so anytime that our kids have had challenges at school or had challenges in their friend groups, we've been able to ask them questions like, is that friend that you chose making the wise choice? In fact, our oldest, she had several friends that she had to navigate, and we had to pay really close attention to that friend, to her friend group. Matter of fact, every parent that we asked said, make pretty sure and as close to as important can be is their friend groups. Make sure that those friend groups are, they call them bright friends for bright futures. Okay. And bad friends for bad futures. Okay. So when it came to them selecting friends, we said, is that friend a bright future or bad future? Is that friend making the wise choice or not the wise choice? Right. So that was really helpful for them. And now, like, whenever our kids are having a bad attitude, we always ask them, okay, attitude is a choice, and Walker keep a good attitude. And so that's always something. If they know that they didn't lead as it relates to our values, there is going to be discipline or consequences associated with that. So remember, values are very important. They set the tone for your family. All right. If you don't set the standard for your family, the world will set one for you. So we hope that this was helpful. This first inaugural podcast, all about parenting, setting values. Please, please, please use those values or create your own. And if you like this podcast, please, please like it, share it, comment, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Building Excellence Podcast, where it's all about inspiring them and sharing positivity. All right. See you guys later.